Hi, my dollies. I'm Kara. I don't know what I'm doing, and that's okay. I look crazy, but that's because I have had several requests on TikTok and on YouTube to show you how to do this eye look, and that's what I'm going to do. I've already primed my eyelids with the Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Persuade. Okay, so that's already on. I do recommend using some sort of eye base or eye primer so that your shadow lasts longer and is more vibrant. Okay, now I am using the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 7 palette. You don't have to have this palette. You can do this using any shades you have. I'm just going to show you how I do it using this palette. So I'm going to start with this color here and a fluffy blending brush. Okay. And I go above, so here's my natural crease, but I go above that because I have hooded eyes. So, and I'm doing windshield wiper motions to lay down that pigment and buff it out. Now, I'm going to keep adding that brown shade until I am happy with how it looks. Using, again, that same brown shade and the same brush, I'm going to add some to this outer corner. And again, just building until I have the intensity that I want. Okay, now using a slightly denser blending brush, I'm going to take this shade here and add it to the outer corner in circular motions. And I'm going to bring it up just about as high and about 1/3 of the way in as the other color, just to deepen the outer corner so that I get the gradient I'm looking for. Now that the mattes are laid down, it's time for the fun part, the shimmers. I am going to start with this one here. And right at the edge of the brown, I'm going to start laying that pigment down. And I'm going to go slightly above my crease, again, because I have hooded eyes, so that when my eyes are open, you can still see the color and the pigment. This is a kind of shifty duochrome. You can see the shift when I move my eye or my head. It kind of shows how it changes. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade. It's just a slightly chunkier shade, so it's a little bit more difficult to work with. And this I'm putting right next to the first purple. And again, I go above my crease. Lastly, I'm going to take this shade right here and put that on the very inner corner, meeting up to the purple and going slightly across to create a little dimension and definition right there. Okay, now when I finish my base makeup and I have my concealer on, I will go back in with those two browns and smudge out the bottom lash line as well. But I'm not going to do that on camera. I will come back, however, and show you the finished look. Okay, so I finished my makeup. The last thing I did was I took this shade. It looks white, but it shifts pinky purple. I used it as highlighter and on my inner corners. And that is the complete makeup look. I'll get close. I hope that this answered your questions. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any other questions, if there's something else you would like to see, other questions about makeup, please put that in the comments. I love answering your questions about makeup. And I hope I can do more tutorials in the future. Thank you for being here, and thank you for watching. I hope you're all doing well. But if you're not, if you are struggling, please reach out. You don't have to go through it alone. Okay, bye.